mobile payment. And what is it? Mobile payment is a payment method that operates under the financial regulation. That means it is legal and it is not using real money or check. And we need a mobile device and a reader to operate. Also, it is different from normal credit card. What are the existing products? There are Apple Pay, Autopass Card, Visa Pay Wave, MasterCard Pay Pass, and Samsung Pay, and also the latest mobile payment method, the Enjoy Pay. And how does it work? How to use it?
Apple Pay is an incredibly easy, secure, and private way to make payments. Simply hold your iPhone near the reader with your finger on Touch ID. Your fingerprint confirms your identity, and because your card number is never stored on your device, your personal information is never transmitted or shared with merchants. Shared with merchants.
And the first part is the NFC technology. The second part is the RFID technology.
So let me introduce the history of mobile payment to all of you. The evolutions of mobile payment probably dates back to 1997 when Coca-Cola first introduced their mobile purchasing. Customer can purchase drinks from a vending machine by sending a text message. In the same year, contactless payment with Speed Pass was introduced. Speed Pass is a payment using RFID system that could be switched to pay at a gas pump. And in 2002, MasterCard introduced Pay Pass, which is an RFID system used in various US retail banks. And then Nokia launched their world's first NFC-enabled mobile phone in 2005. In 2006, PayPal Mobile was introduced to the market, allowing users to make payment by SMS. When Visa launched their RFID payment system in 2007, WAP billing platform that could be used on any mobile payment network launched. In 2011, Google Wallet launched, allowing NFC payment in cooperation with MasterCard. And in 2014, Apple Pay was launched, followed a year later by the Android and the Samsung Pay. Visa enabled Apple Pay the year after. And mobile payment has become increasingly common. Statistics show in early 2016, global mobile payment revenue already reached $620 billion US. Mobile payment is now a general trend with approximately 447.6 million mobile payment users around the world. More and more competitors are introduced to the market. 3 companies, including Google, Apple, and Samsung, push their mobile payment software. And when Apple enters the market, users begin signing up quickly. And how will it be in the future? And using our shoe to pay will become a payment method soon. Based on the NFC technology, our shoe is needed to put near the reader on the floor provided by different store. Then the payment could be deducted from a prepaid account or charged to a bank account directly. The advantages of this new invention is that you do not need to worry about leaking of money for your desired item, as well as you never go without your shoe.
Next, let's talk about how mobile payment works. There are 2 ways to pay. First of all, by card. When the payment card contacts the card readers, the RFID reader and NFC reader will obtain your data and information and sent to the POS terminal, which is called point of sales terminal, like the cashier machine. This POS terminal will then collect all the information of your payment to transaction management server, and then we can pay successfully. Besides using cards, we can use device for mobile payment too. Using device like NFC headset, non-NFC handset combined with alternate NFC technology can also allow us to pay. It will also generate signal to POS terminal, and at last the signal is sent to the transaction management server through POS terminal. Next, let me introduce the theory behind mobile payment. We can pay through these payment apps because of two main components, the NFC system and RFID reader. To begin with, NFC system is a kind of radio technology. Devices can react when they are near to each other or when they contacted. This allows interactions between devices and allows consumers to pay contactless. NFC contains many wireless technologies and allows consumers to use one device to access to different systems. It allows devices to share information in short distance. And its bi-directional communication ability allows contactless. Besides NFC system, almost all mobile payment includes RFID reader to function. RFID includes two components, the reader and text. The reader scans the text for getting the data in it and link it back to central systems. One of them generates weak radio signal. The text is responsible for converting the weak radio signal to power. When the card is put on a reader, the whole payment process will be done. Although it brings convenience to our life, but there are still limitations. For the overall limitations is that if we do not have money, we cannot use all of this mobile payment. Other than overall limitations, different payment methods have their own limitations too. First of all, for Octopus card, Visa PayWave, MasterCard PayPass, the common limitation is we need to bring the card along with us. For Octopus card, first of all, scanning specific card is required. Our money can be stolen by others if we lost the card. Secondly, iOS system do not support NFC, but Octopus card is of NFC system, so iOS user cannot use Octopus card in their mobile phones. Thirdly, some of them require Octopus SIM card. It may be very inconvenient. For Apple Pay, the main limitation is that we cannot use Apple Pay without Apple devices, and it is a unique function for iOS but not for Android. And the upper limit of Apple Pay depends on the seller. Therefore, people may face inconvenience when consuming.
There is more than one technology. That is EPS. The EPS device is a dual-unit device consisting of a removable card processor and a stationary base that serves as a charger and a data link. The staff inserts an ATM or credit card taken from the cardholder in the processor and keys into the transaction of cards. After the customer confirms the account, the amount selects the desired account and enters the personal identification number. The computer terminal will be automatically connected to the point of sale system of the retailer, and the money will be deducted from the customer's account immediately after obtaining the authorization without extra service charge. Thus, if the account balance is insufficient, the transaction will not be available. We can compare EPS and mobile payments of their usage. Mobile payment devices are required to put near the sensor to make payment contactless, while EPS does need the terminal to process the transaction. Both of them can make payments but using a different ways and technologies. And there are some impacts affects people's life. First of all, the consumption becomes faster. It helps shorten the queuing time as consumers use their own mobile payment devices to pay instead of taking cash from the wallet. Secondly, it is more secure because they do not need to bring cash and cards along with them. As there is an identity in each mobile payment device, this is a personal stuff and others cannot use them. Furthermore, it reduces man-made mistakes. Dissatisfaction is in consumption, that is the stuff if the wrong change might minimize. Finally, and the consumers tend to rely on technology more often. Since it is convenient in using mobile payments, people may change their consuming habits by using them more frequently, such as making transactions with their mobile payment device instead of cash. They may be willing to pay more.
When mobile payment become more common, one of the effects is economic waste. Mobile payment could similarly lead shoppers to spend frivolously at the register. Moreover, the effect could become more pronounced as mobile wallets are adopted by a order based on consumer and even incorporate loyalty point and target promotions. The other effect is the demand of different resources will increase. When people make more transactions, we also have to produce more products for the buyers. As a result, we need more natural resources like woods for the material. Furthermore, the products also need to be transported no matter we shop online or shop in a street store. However, transportation also requires resources such as fossil oil. In addition, human resources will increase since the companies and shops need more employees to work. In Hong Kong, mobile payment changed people's shopping habit. Most of the Hong Kong people like online shopping nowadays, such on shopping on Taobao. One of the reasons is that it is convenient and fast for them to use the octopus cards to pay for it. Therefore, Hong Kong people love staying at home and have an online shopping.
Q&A session. Do you have any question?
According to your PowerPoint, you say in the future we can use your shoes to do a payment, but if a chip inside the shoe is broken, what should we do?
I think you can change the chip inside your shoes, and also we can cross over with some brands like Adidas or Nike, and to launch a series of shoes. And it is easy to buy the new shoes, and you can find the brands. You can go find Adidas and go find Nike to change your chips.
Another question. If I have so many shoes, what should I do?
If you have so many shoes, and every shoes share the same account, the problem solved. Thank you. Any other question?